My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music, and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing music right now, but he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music.
Eating toast. What are you guys up to? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, you mean?
Oh, day of Thor.
Well, look outside.
It is a bit stormy.
Yeah. We're going to get rained on.
We're going to get hammered with rain.
Kind of hoping so.
It's interesting, the weather's a lot more low-key than it was yesterday. Eh?
Oh, nice. I just got it. I got it. How long did it take you guys to finish it? What are you referring to, Mr. Jackson Wire Guy?
Excuse my munching as I eat my toast.
I changed the animation that plays before the stream starts to Game Grump 1, Animated Grump.
Good call.
Oh, that is some good warm tea. I got myself some water out of the fridge for coolness, and you got me tea for warmness. I'm just gonna combine them together and try and steam my insides.
That's a good plan. To sauna your insides. Is there anything more relaxing?
Nope, not that I know about.
Good morning, oatmeal. Jackson says, for colouring.
Oh. The colouring of which? What?
Okay. I finished dipping toast into my mouth.
She got to the stream with toast in her mouth, guys. It's like something out of an anime over here.
Thank you for being patient with me.
Not just any toast, like brioche toast.
The best kind of toast.
Brioche.
Oh, the cat is. It looks like she's gonna throw up. No. You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
You can do it.
We believe in you. That's what Morphe always says.
Morpheon. Yeah, that's what the sound is, if you can hear that in the background.
I can hear something else. Are you muted on Skype?
Oh, let me double check. Yes.
Okay. It's like, what is... Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I may have not been completely muted the way that I could or should have been.
Okay, so let's... World's most breathtaking piano pieces, contemporary music mix, volume 1. Let's click that.
Surely you'd want it at higher volume if it's that good. That was not a bad joke.
Volume 1. Oh, I got you.
I don't know why I even bother to make them. No one gets them. I guess I amused myself.
It's good to keep telling jokes though, because then you can test them, see what works and what doesn't.
Nothing ever works, Michael.
Oh, things surely work, India.
Oh, things surely work, Mike.
They surely do. If nothing worked, then we'd have nothing to compare it to, and working would be a defunct. The definition of working wouldn't work.
Cat seems to be okay now. She's wandered off. She's fine. She's fine.
Okay, to try and answer you, where is it? Jackson Wire Guy. If you're talking about the coloring of the animation of what was playing just before we started, I started getting onto coloring that around about the 16th of January. And we had to submit it by the 1st of February, so It was around about 2 weeks, but that also included compositing it and painting the backgrounds, so it was
Pretty.
It was tasks that overlapped.
Oatmeal says, is this an animatic or storyboards? This is actually into rough animation now. So, I'm going over the storyboards now. And I am starting to proof those frames up and adding in-betweens and stuff. I like to stick pretty close to my storyboards because I feel like my storyboards often have a lot of life that I can lose when I come to clean it up. So I'd like to keep them close so I can try and make sure that I'm making improvements rather than making it worse. You know, keep your storyboards close and your animatics closer.
Just making sure that the music volume is okay. I think that should be okay.
Yeah, I always feel like colouring is a nice therapeutic way to spend your days. Like once all the thinking is done, and you can kind of just get into the flow of, you know, next frame, click, next frame, click, next frame, click. It can be kind of relaxing in a way.
Yeah, it can be. As they're pointing out, gaps do ruin that flow.
Yeah. I know that the Taz animated was bad for that, was bad for gaps.
Yeah.
Because I used a broken line style on it, so there was a lot of gaps that needed filling in that.
Yeah. That's true. Sounds like she's pooping in the box.
That's good.
I hope so.
Pooping in the box is definitely better than pooping not in the box.
Not that she does that.
Not that she's done that yet. What fresh torture would you cook up for us though? What
Start
fresh
hiding
hell?
them.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
I've come to see your wife again.
Her name is Mabel. She's a secret table.
I just want to put my files and papers on her top.
And no matter what you say about her top, she can hold a lot.
She's got such surface area I always forgot.
Gonna pile so much stuff on her. She's gonna feel like I can rely on Mabel. Ooh, oh, Mabel. Ooh. She's not your wife, she is my life.
She's my secret table.
Our relationship's stable.
'Cause it's got 4 legs.
And you can say that it looks flat. But this drawer's hidden in that, inside which is my love.
Plus she's on an incline. And therefore it's not flat. Ha 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 ha.
Good job, she doesn't have wheels.
Cause then I'd have to break her.
Before she breaks herself. Oh, good morning, Hardik. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, good morning, good morning.
Welcome to our stream where
Take your seat.
the exam will begin in 5 minutes. Please take out your grade 2B pencils.
No, you can't borrow one.
Your desks have been assigned.
So, what are you guys up to today? Tell me that. What's everyone working on? What's this?
I discovered that she really likes being like I can get my hands down there, rubbed like this.
Rub that cat.
Couldn't get the angle. Did you find Mabel in IKEA? Asks.
We did. It took us a long time to get it together. I think Mabel was probably meant to be a bookcase, but she ended up being a table. Tiff says that did you guys start getting up early for the gym and then just realised you might as well start the stream up? No, it's more that we started getting up early for the gym. The gym doesn't open until 6:15. So we were planning to start the stream at 7:30 because we wanted to do half an hour of gymming. Then we decided we could probably do gym and stream if we were really fast and made sure our shower was only 5 minutes. If we made sure we were there at 6:15 sharp at the gym,
yeah,
then we could have a 5-minute shower when we got back. And then hopefully get the stream started at 7 rather than 7:30. However, the past couple of days, like we haven't managed to get to the gym. In the mornings, we've gone in the evenings, but we keep waking up at like 6:30, at which point we're not going to be able to go to the gym and get the stream started, so we just prioritise the stream.
Yeah.
But we're still aiming to get up at 6 o'clock and get to the gym for 6:15, and then get back here and start the stream for 7. That's still our plan. I think we just need earlier nights.
Yeah, I think so.
I keep going to bed at like 12 or 1 and then expecting to get up at 6, and it's not happened so far.
I will say though, I woke up naturally at 5:15. And then I was like, oh shit. Maybe I should have just got up.
Aline, we did go to the gym every day. We just didn't go in the morning. Hey, you're my honky tonk.
Honky tonk, I gave you things. Did you immediately throw them up and poop them out? Did you eat, poop, and now you're hungry again? Is that the sequence of events?
I think he just wants attention.
You reckon? I can give her attention.
I already fear the tiny ball of muscles you are, Obi.
I just realised because I've got the camera higher, like, than my hand.
How are you doing, Aline, Tibbs, Hardick? How's everything?
Buffy is currently like hiding behind the icon.
I feel like you have spiritual muscles, Aline.
Spiritual muscles.
Yeah, like you give the appearance of someone who could kick ass.
Maybe her nerve endings are. Wow, there's her face. I think it's just slightly too high.
I can have a dark side too.
You can have a dark side.
Apparently.
Maybe her nerve endings are like so wound together and bound together that they created the appearance of muscle.
Maybe so. You are awake, Tibbs. Welcome to Awake. Welcome to the day. I am doing so in between on this Game Grumps collaboration.
You getting in between Dan and Aaron.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I really want to break down their relationship.
Well, that's key to developing.
To easing myself into it.
Ah, there you go. That's key to easing yourself. Yeah.
I like it. Oh no! Aline thinks she realized she wants to do too many things over summer and it's unrealistic, so she has to choose. Choice!
Also, don't make promises you can't keep. You've got to follow through.
Yes. Say the people who promised to go to the gym this morning and didn't. But we're a work in progress. We're still trying. Hardik is trying to make the days longer than 24 hours.
How are you doing that? Is that like...
Let us know when you discover the secret.
Well, no. Well, not longer than 24, but people do like a napping schedule that lengthens the days for them.
How does it lengthen the day for them?
Because you don't sleep for 8 hours during the day, you sleep for like... I don't know. I think it's rather than having like 16-hour days, they put it up to like 22-hour days.
So they have 2 hours sleep?
I don't know how it works. It's like time travel or something.
I don't think it's time travel.
It's like time travel or something.
Well, that's a great way to not have to ever worry about how it works. If I could get away with 2 hours sleep, Mike, I would do it. I would damn diddly do it. Hardik says, nah man, I love my sleep. I just want days to be longer so I can sleep more. There's a Jenga Uno crossover game. How does that work? Like, surely Jenga's a hard game to combine with other games because, like, when the tower topples, that it.
I think I've seen an advert for that. Oh my god, it's the American Beauty theme. Yes.
It's Jenga but with Uno rules. You have to pick a block of the same colour or number as the previous block. Okay, I can see that working. That's pretty good, actually.
Kind of forces you. That kind of forces you to have to take trickier blocks than Jenga, where you're more like, I'll take the safe option.
I like that. Oh, I like it. I want a game that's all about scheduling, trying to fit things in. Trying to fit work blocks in.
Tetris.
Yeah. That's what Tetris really is to me.
Yeah. I saw the video about the Tetris master guy playing the new Tetris. And
What is this video?
I don't know if you've seen the new... I can't remember what it's called. Hardik will know. He really likes the trailer for it. But effectively they put Tetris as a VR experience. Now, because when you're wearing a VR headset, the latency of like the screen update is a lot less, so it's faster frames. And this Tetris Master guy was able to play like Tetris faster because there was less delay in the update for him to make decisions about where to place blocks, and he actually started playing Tetris better than he had been playing the same game just on the screen.
Oh wow, I bet he loved it.
Yeah. Tetris effect.
Because in Tetris Effect, where you start trying to squeeze yourself into small spaces, that seemed perfectly fitted to you.
Maybe. But they're capitalizing on the practice, I guess.
I want VR Tetris.
What will it
You have to
exist?
physically carry the blocks.
You mean like AR? Well, not augmented reality, but
This is a terrible idea, number 17. Oh, that is a shame, Hardick. They should have shown the opinions. Maybe the opinions were negative, so they were like, we can't show these. I'm pretty sure they would have loved it though. Anything which ups their Tetris game is probably very satisfying.
yeah, they added in a new kind of feature to it, which is like as you build up points, you build up a little bar, and when that bar reaches the top, you can activate like a Tetris zone, or like what happens is the blocks still continue to fall, but if you like score a line, it doesn't disappear, it shoots down to the bottom. And so what you're aiming to do is try and get as many lines done in that time as you can, and then you get scored on the number of lines. So 16 lines, he was aiming to get like 16 lines in that time.
I was never a big Tetris person, so I'm not completely sure what you mean, but it sounds pretty cool.
Oh, this is super new.
Good morning, Claire, and congratulations on passing your driving test.
Who got a car? You get to drive your lovely car now.
Yeah! You did it!
If I'm remembering rightly, you have a car that looks a little bit like Mike Wazowski, right?
That's what I heard.
Or I invented that.
My mum has a car that looks like Sonic, because it's blue. That's all it, and it's got Sonic toy in the front, and that's
Yeah.
Congratulations! Okay, I'll watch the trailer, Hardick. Watch that trail. Excuse me while I stretch. Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Huh?
Beautiful.
You're so nice to me.
Like a bird taking a flight. No, you stretch, but you also like put your arms back. You look like a bird wing flight thing.
Oh. How's it going for you, Mike? What are you up to?
I'm doing a little warm up there.
A warm-up bear.
Yeah.
Sounds adorable.
Thanks. Yeah, my car's name is Wazowski, says Fitzy. My parents call it Mike.
Oh.
Mike Wazowski.
If a plane has Tetris, so it does something right, that's true. I went on a plane once where they had Super Mario. And I was like, yes. Yes, this is good. Was that with you?
What was that?
Was it the Canada trip where they had Super Mario on the plane?
I think they had some sort of platformers, but they weren't very good.
Oh no, not those ones. I know the ones you're thinking of. They were awful. Like the ones with the terrible, terrible art, which were obviously just spin-off, rip-off games and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were both extremely like rudimental and what's the word? Crass. Well, not crass, but basic.
Yeah, they had poor game feel.
They had terrible graphics. They had absolutely awful gameplay. I don't think they've been made by anyone who knew what computer games were.
So yeah, I don't think it was.
It wasn't you.
You look like a bird when you stretch your arms. Michael Doig, 2018. How do bare naked ladies stay warm?
Like that.
Yeah. Brr.
Hold themselves. They snuggle up together.
I like that. That's an endless answer right there.
Snuggle up cozy. I know ways they could keep themselves warm.
Are you like...
Put on a coat.
Yeah. You said it suggestively there though.
I don't know what you mean. So Claire, what are you going to do with your car powers now that you have them? Ireland is your oyster.
Hardick, you will play a playing game one day.
Hopefully you'll play one of the good ones and not one of the terrible, terrible ones.
I believe in you. You can play a playing game.
Hopefully they have Tetris Masters. Sorry, Tetris. The new Tetris on the plane.
Imagine everyone on the plane just sitting there all playing VR.
Oh my gosh, when planes have VR headsets. That would be great. Except you'd have people screaming like during the plane ride.
They're all playing like flight simulators.
They should do VR in planes but have it all be like relaxing stuff. And then people who are scared of flying
can just be like
like
whisked away.
Yeah, you're not in a plane, you're in a garden.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember
if you got noise cancelling headphones
did you
as well.
Did you ever play Heavy Rain?
No.
Okay. Well, it's set in the future, and one of the characters you play as is meant to be a policeman,
right,
or a private investigator.
Okay.
And he has these glasses, and what he does is he has like a very small office room that's not very nice, and he sets a desk up and everything in there, and then he uses his glasses in the room to just make the environment what he wants. So you can have like autumn falling leaves and you're sat in a forest, or you can be like sat on the precipice of a waterfall,
okay,
or you can be sat on Mars and everything's like, you know, quiet, and it's just like relaxing places for him to work. So
as you as the player can like switch between these and feel like you're in those different. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if they had that on planes, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like
I'm guessing it was more like an environment that was set around the environment he was currently in rather than a completely new environment. Like the way I'm imagining it is his desk is still there.
Yeah, his desk is still in front of him, which I think is why he set his desk up there. So that it would be physically there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a desk in a forest. But that'd be great. To just be like, okay, pick a place and we'll put you there instead of in the plane.
Yeah.
I think they could turbulence in VR. There's enough way. They could teach languages and stuff really well through the VR as well, I think. Beat Saber in the plane. It's like hitting the seat in front of you.
You know what'd be really interesting? Is if because 360-degree cameras work now, where like you can have like a real-time feed from a camera that's recording 360 degree, like all around it at the same time. Imagine you could get a VR experience that was like live streaming, and you effectively became that person's camera. Like you had the goggles and you would like be able to look around, and they were just out somewhere.
Out somewhere.
Yeah, they were like walking around.
I see. Yeah, so if you're saying if people's VR tapped them into the camera.
Yeah.
You couldn't walk around though, could you? I mean, you could look all around, but you wouldn't be able to actually...
You wouldn't be able to walk, but the person holding the camera would be just like moving around.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. But if it was like interactive at the same time, like you could talk to the person with the camera.
Claire really wants to play Becoming Human. But you don't have a console. No! Oh. Yeah, I've been watching Super Best Friends play it and it's been really fun. Particularly as Wooly is black and they keep using, like, the slavery to...
The allegory.
The allegory of slavery in the game for the androids. And it's really funny to hear his reactions because they just are missing the mark with it sometimes. Well, all the time. Hearing his frustrations is very fun to listen to. He's completely right. The Connor and Hank story is really cool.
Is that like within the narrative of the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I really enjoyed that.
Did you enjoy them experiencing it, or did you enjoy the narrative itself?
I actually enjoyed the narrative itself.
Cool.
Like, I thought those two characters are really good characters. I've seen a lot of fan art come out of it afterwards.
Okay.
And I like all the fan art of those two.
Yeah.
Like, to me, they're the standout characters of the game.
And are they, like, just side characters?
No, Connor is the main character.
Okay.
Connor is a police officer.
Okay.
And Hank is his partner. Or, I guess to be more accurate, Hank is a police officer and you are his partner.
Right,
You're an android who's been sent in to help with the case.
Gotcha.
And he's human.
That's really cool if there's like central protagonists in there.
Yeah, they're one of the main strings of the story. But they are great.
Which one of the games is the one that had like horses in it?
Horses.
Yeah. Because I remember coming back into the office and you just had like some sort of stable horses on screen, and I'm not sure which game which game you were watching at that point.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I was laughing a lot about it, wasn't I?
I think you might have been. I think it was maybe the one where they used the likeness of an actress, Ellen Page.
Right. Yes, it was Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. Right.
Oh
okay.
my goodness. Yes. Tib says Detroit seems a lot like every Quantic Dream story. It's very cool, but it takes some serious missteps. Tibbs, yeah, it's my favourite Quantic Dream game so far that I've seen. Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit 9/11. It's not 9/11, that's a documentary, and just Fahrenheit. That's the name of the game.
Ah, yeah.
Every time I say Fahrenheit, I want to put 9/11 behind it because that documentary is so well known. Fahrenheit and Heavy Rain
Gotcha.
are both. They have problems, man. They have problems. I think the viewpoint of David Cage comes through too much in his games. He's not the best person in terms of being unbiased towards people of different genders and races.
Having never played any of his games at length, I'm not really like I can't form a framework for how he approaches
Yeah.
issues like that. I have no frame of reference. As much as I'd like to discuss.
Well, let's just say there's. I don't think there's. Is this the first one? This might be the first game in which the woman doesn't have to deal with several rape attempts in her storyline.
Really?
Yeah. Like, Heavy Rain literally starts with the female character having a dream that two people come in, break into her place,
right,
and attack her in her underwear after a shower scene.
Right.
And there's no reason for the scene to be in there. That's just her opening scene. Like, all the other characters have scenes tied to the story, like a kid's gone missing, the police officer's investigating it, one of the people is the dad of the kid. She just has a nightmare. Nightmare's just an excuse to get a scene in where she runs around in her underwear in her apartment away from two predators.
Whoa.
And then just like, that I have to be sexy and dance for this guy while he holds a gun at me scenario, and then there's...
Yeah, I was watching a video last night about storytelling and abduction as romance trope that is prevalent in like tons of media and film, and that seems like another example of that, where it's not exactly romantic, but it's like an abductor holding sway and control over someone of the opposite sex is like...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where that narrative goes, but I'm assuming that whoever she dreamed about, she meets.
No, it's
just
got no relevance.
completely wow.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just the way that they open her story. I think it's meant to establish that she has insomnia or something, but that's never a point.
That she has like night terrors of some.
Well, that never comes back in the story ever, so it's not relevant.
That is really weird. That just seems like quiet level of logic.
Like Kara in Becoming Human, Detroit, is a bit better, but she's still the least relevant character. Like, one character is an android leading a revolution to say androids are people. Yeah. One character is the android who's on the case to try and figure out what's happening with the androids and why they're rebelling. Yeah. Kara is just... she's an android who belonged to someone, and now she's running away. Right, okay. But she's got no real relevance to the main plot at all. She's got the least number of scenes. Her scenes all revolve around the same kind of stuff. Like, she couldn't be a police officer or someone in the revolution or Kara anything.
Designed to be a houseworking android.
So there you are. That's every single time we're going to get like the short end of the stick on the story. And of course, like I said, the nods to slavery. Mm-hmm. The nods, the very explicit nods, like Martin Luther King, and to certain riots or protests that happened. Right. To certain things that black people had to put up with, such as like riding in the back of the bus.
Segregation, yeah.
Like, that's all there. They've drawn parallels to all of that. The problem being that to go deviant, the computers essentially decide they've had enough. Right. And that's why they go deviant. And then once they've decided they have enough, they can break free of their programming. Right. Like, they just need to be pushed far enough to break free of their programming. Which unfortunately implies that slavery is a choice. When the allegory you're making is to the enslavement. Yeah.
Well, I guess the slavery is twofold. There's the motivation, like there's the programming that makes them subservient, and then there's the actions that they carry out based on the programming.
You might have to dig into that a little bit more for me to understand what you mean.
When there's a slave, the slave is ordered to do actions and perform functions. I guess it really is like why they're doing it.
What do you mean? Why
Is the slavery part? Because someone could be performing the same actions but not be a slave. I don't know. I'm just thinking it through.
Yeah, essentially they can just break through the programming and then they're free. Bob's your uncle. They can do whatever they want.
I guess in this case, the androids aren't really like restrained physically.
No.
So once the choice is to stop doing the thing, they can.
Well, they're restrained physically by their programming until they decide to break it.
Yeah.
And then they're not anymore.
Yeah.
Elaine, thank you for the apples.
So how does that differ from a human slave?
Sorry?
How does it differ from a human slave? An android slave and a human slave? Like
I think generally because human slaves couldn't just decide to stop becoming slaves.
Yeah, because of the threat of punishment or torture or that sort of thing.
Yeah. Generally because of the fact that they were often restrained, like it wasn't a case that they were fine being slaves until their programming broke and they weren't okay with it anymore.
Yeah.
Slaves were never okay with being slaves.
Right. So the difference is the unawareness of the unfairness.
Yeah, if it was as easy as slaves just walking out of the front door, then that would have been great for them, but I don't think it was that simple.
No.
And simplifying it into that is a little weird.
Yeah, because it's also drawing comparisons between self-awareness.
I do just want to call out a couple of people in chat because other people are finding the Kara storyline like more relevant than I am. So, I just want to also say, Tibbs says there's literally a choice in Heavy Rain for you to pause over action for a sex scene. The police show up at the end of your conversation or after a sex scene. Were they just waiting outside?
So this doesn't have any.
Claire says, I thought Kara was super relevant. She was the one who became the most human to me. And SB says, I found Kara's storyline to be very compelling and emotional, to say the least. Out of all three of the androids, I found Kara to be the most human. Claire says she was the heart, Connor was the brains, and Marcus was the courage. I don't know, like, to me, I guess I found all of the androids to be human. Because they all just acted like people to me.
Right.
Apart from Connor. And I found Connor to be the most charming because I didn't act like a human to begin with. It felt like he had the biggest arc.
Right.
Whereas everyone else I could see very easily as human from the very beginning. Like, Marcus seemed like he was someone who cared for the person he called father.
Right.
He was acting like a good son. He had feelings for the person he was caring for.
Mm-hmm.
And then circumstances drove him to start this revolution. And Kara seemed like she was pretty much human from the off. She was concerned about the child she had to take care of for the rest of the playthrough.
Story, right.
So to me, Connor was the most compelling because Connor really did feel like he was an android to begin with.
So he had the farthest emotional.
And when he started, because Connor's the only one where when he starts having deviant thoughts, he's kind of confused by them. He's like, I'm not meant to be thinking like this.
Right, okay.
This isn't in my programming. I'm not broken. Like, he's trying his best to be what he's meant to be. Which to me is the most interesting story. For like his mind then to change.
Yeah, so he's like threatened by the change he's undergoing.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be deviant necessarily.
Yeah.
Whereas, again, it felt like the other two were just like they were humans with android attached to them as a title. It just felt didn't feel like it was more than surface level, the fact that people perceived them as androids to begin with in the first place anyway.
Right. Okay.
So it says no spoils, please. Okay. I will not spoil anything. What have we started? A big discussion on Detroit, which, like, say what you want about Quantic Dreams, I do think this is the best game they've done. At least it's like prompting discussion between people.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
I should either play or watch it, so I'm on the same level, because I'm like just kind of listening to.
I'd like to also call out another very good point that Tibb says, which is human slaves had no little circle they could pop off the side of their head to immediately blend into society. Whereas androids, you can tell they're androids because they have this circle.
Alright, okay.
But it's like just a sticker. It's not.
Oh, it's not a part built in.
You can just take it off and there's nothing there.
Huh.
Seems like there should be more of a failsafe built into it by the company.
Yeah.
But, let's see. Hardik says, let's talk about Frank's episode 23. I wish I had a Roomba.
I mean, that sort of designation is probably, like, the thing that's sticker on the head is probably a metaphor in and of itself. Like, there's the smallest difference between androids and humans.
Mm.
It's a label.
Yeah.
Literal label that is stuck to.
Yeah, it's not something. Real slavery isn't something you can just change. It's not something you can decide to shake off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that you can hide. Like, the colour of your skin is not something you can hide.
Yeah. You probably enjoy watching more of Westworld if you're enjoying that type of game.
Well,
it handles it differently.
I find it interesting. Like I said, I think it's got a lot of problems. Like, I wish that Kara had not had to be relegated to the same role that every other woman in every other David Cage game is.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I always have an agenda. Every time that I play a game or watch a movie, I always want there to be good representation. For not good representation, more just good writing for the women. I always want them to treat women like people rather than like women. But
you want people to treat women like they're like women? Did you say? I had that finger.
I said I want people to treat women like people, not like women.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want their defining trait to be the fact that they're female. I want their defining trait to be that they're like brave or strong or smart.
You said something while we were walking the other day that put this aspect into like a good context or frame for me, which was that when someone's messaged you on Twitter or something like that, like a DM, someone who doesn't necessarily know you,
mm-hmm.
and they've gotten into the conversation and it comes to the point where they say something along the lines of, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were a girl." Mm-hmm. And the question you ask about that statement is, what are you apologizing about?
Yeah, like, if the conversation had been different, if I wasn't. I just mean that because I've had conversations, like perfectly normal conversations, and then midway through they'll be like, oh, you're a girl, I'm sorry, I just realised. But they won't have been like, they won't have been saying anything that they wouldn't have been able to say to me. And they wouldn't have been using like incorrect pronouns a lot of the time. They're just like saying, can you do this, and what do you think about that, and could you have a look at that or this, and are you free for this?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a bag of worms. It's a bag of worms. Basically, I've noticed people treat me different when they know that I'm a girl, as opposed to when they think I'm a dude. And to be honest, I don't really mind what people think of me, you know, so long as they just treat me as a person.
Yeah, treat you with the same. Just treat you the same, I guess.
Ahmed has a flight in a few hours, and they're carrying their Cintiq in their hand because they don't have any space left in the bags. I have no idea how to carry a 2x2 each screen through 3 airports. Oh my gosh, Ahmed. My thoughts go with you.
Is there no, is it, yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Are you able to, like, put it into a, like, I guess not. You don't have a case for it.
I'm sure if you just explain that it's for work, it's like really important, it's your workstation.
It's your laptop that doesn't have a laptop bag. Hey, they ask you to take them out of bags to put through anyway. So security's probably fine with it.
That's good.
Just pretend, if you can, just pretend you have a bag for it. Like, if you know what I mean, like, just act like you're taking it out to show them it and put it through security, and then it'll be fine.
Oh, Hadit says, I hope there are high chances of Cintiq of breaking at airport securities because we don't handle them properly. I guess you could make sure when they take it that you say to them, this is really fragile and also really important. Like, this is very expensive and it's my workstation, please handle it with care. SB, your Funko Pops collection is getting out of hand. Are there any you particularly want at the minute?
Bare naked lady.
Like, is it a case that you have ones in mind that you want? Or is it a case that you just go to a store and the ones that you see that appeal to you, you're like, yeah. Yeah, Hardick, some airport insecurity is a complete pain. But you can always try. Ahmed, that sounds good. Don't let them forget how fragile it is. SB says, yes, Doig, I'm looking around the globe for the rare and elusive bare naked ladies pop. The greatest pop of all.
One day, maybe, it will actually exist. Probably not, though.
I don't know, never say never.
We could get a 3D model of it and get a 3D print of it.
It's true.
Make our own.
The Funko Pop no one can ever buy.
I'm really bad at getting a hand again.
Okay, we're on to the next scene, I believe.
Congratulations.
Thank you! Not very far through this animation. Can I see the airport if Cintiq breaks? Probably not, because I'm guessing that a lot of people's stuff is broken at airports.
Yeah.
And if everyone's to the airport when that happened,
there'd be no more planes.
There would be no airports, so I'm assuming that they are either very tough on that stuff, or just you can't sue them because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
They probably have contracts that you sign and stuff when you buy tickets that say that your property is, they're not liable for damages to your property.
Yeah, it's probably like the same sort of thing. You like, we're not responsible if you leave your car here, type stuff.
Let me get a picture of a grand piano, because I'm going to draw one now. Ooh. Let me get a picture of a grand piano, because I don't know how. Sorry, Mike.
Grand piano.
Yes. Grand piano. Do, 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 do. Grand piano. Do, do, do. Grand piano. I should go to Sketchfab, my favourite place. For those who don't know about Sketchfab, they are an archive of 3D models made by people, and you can type in what you want and find something that you can rotate around the 3D space, which is very, very useful for reference. So I want a grand piano, but I want it to be closed, because if I have it open I can't see them.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So, to find a model of a closed one. Okay, let's go with this one. Whoops, not that one. This one. There we go. There we go. Tim says that I like to think that most food would be nice to an android if they had one. Like, people already throw food on the floor for their Roomba. Do they really? That's amazing. SB says I'd feed a robot dog if I had one. Water it too, but that'd probably kill it. Yeah. Like, if I had a robot that wasn't a trash bot, I would 100% like treat it like, I mean, I can't throw a soft toy across the room without feeling like I need to go and apologise to it. So
it's actually true.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to like have a robot around without treating it just like a person.
Jippy was at the end of the bed, and India was like fixing the duvet, the covers on the bed with her feet to sort of like I think they'd slid off or something, and she's like kicking them up so that they would like land on the bed and cover us. And Jipu just went flying. She's like, no, Jipu, and like I don't know, he went up and got him.
Yeah, I apologised to him, and then I gave him a hug because I felt so bad.
Poor Jipu.
I know.
Jipu's kind of been relegated to the bedroom.
Well, I feel now that we have like a flatmate, I feel a bit weird cuddling a toy all the time. Like I'm already like a child, basically. I don't want.
You know what? I think Jeff would actually find it adorable. He caught the end of the stream the other day where we were doing our sign off, and he's like, "Did you guys just like do like a combined sign off?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "That was adorable," and I was like, "Phew."
Yeah, he's very cool. Morning, Roxanne. Hope you're doing okay. We're talking about robots, Roxanne, and if you would treat a robot like it was a living thing, if you had one around. Would ya? Would ya? Would ya?
Yeah, yesterday's sign off was adorable indeed. And look forward to more Marvel endings.
That was pretty funny. Didn't realise you were still had the stream on.
Well, the microphone was off, so I didn't catch most of you laughing, but yeah.
No, accidental murders of robo-dogs and need time to treat them nicely. No, robo-dogs. He says I'd better treat humans like humans. If people have been putting food on the floor for their Roomba, I wonder how many Roombas have broken because of that.
Like, from over hoovering.
From just having, like, bits of food sucked up by them.
Yeah. I guess it's more like they drop crumbs or something.
I see. Aline's the other way, like the robots have to offer her food. So I have to like them.
Eileen would paint her robot.
Imagine having a robo mouse, Aline, where you could tell it to pose in different ways for you.
I think robots bring out some of the worst aspects in them.
Actually, Tibbs, like, that would be really cool, Tibbs. Like a muscle bot, where it shows you all the structure of the muscles. So it's really useful for life drawing and stuff. I'm sure Mike thinks it's very cool.
I was thinking about the implications of that in my head, which makes for a very, very, very entertaining stream.
I'm sure.
I saw the stunt bot that Tibbs posted, where it was sticking a landing from being catapulted.
The one which Tibbs put in the
Yeah.
peg bar. Yeah, that's amazing. Tibbs put a video in the peg bar of the Disneyland robots now that can do stunts, and they're amazing. Like they look so human in the way that their body moves. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hard if we could program a robot to do that.
To do what? I think one of the most fun parts of having a pet is them asking for attention or food or being stubborn. Will a robot do that? Nope. Yeah, as much as...
We'll program the appearance of stubbornness into the robot for you.
As much as Buffy...
We'll make a great robot.
Yeah, well, as much as she like is stubborn when you're like, hey, come here, and she's just like, no. I kind of enjoy that about her.
Yeah, me too.
Like, she has such a strong little personality. Not little personality, she has a strong personality, she's a cat.
Hey, Ed Craze. Roxanne says, Doig, that painting is gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm deciding I'm trying to do something a little bit more illustrationary about it.
Very offended that people aren't that taken with my piano. Look how amazing this piano is.
Are you tracing it?
Yes. Badly.
It's grand piano.
Grand piano. Thank you, SB. Thank you. Appreciating my piano.
Preach.
Preach that piano. So guys, if you were going to make a game about robots, what would that game be? Oh, Doug's already been told that his is beautiful. Just because it is, doesn't mean you're allowed to flatter him to death.
Flatten me.
Flatter me more.
Flatten me with your praise.
It is gorgeous, don't I?
You like
The pose is so nice, yeah. I do. It's better than my piano. Piano! Why can't you emote? Maybe if I gave it a bare head. That was a joke.
If you gave the piano a bare head.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Can I draw a bear head on the piano?
Yeah, just quickly. It could maybe even be like into the face of the back face, yeah. Yes! Yes! There you go. Instantly improved piano.
Thank you. Thank you for your critique, Mike. You're always helpful. How dare you treat us equally, SB? SB asked if you're playing the soundtrack of Interstellar.
It is, let's see, timestamp 1 hour in. Yes. Hans Zimmer Interstellar Piano Suite performed by Mark Fowler.
Oh, nice catch.
Is it loud enough that you guys can hear it comfortably without overwhelming the voices?
Whoops. And deleting the bare face accidentally deleted half the piano as well.
Grand piano.
Grand piano. There we go. It's a piano. Ooh. Tip says, I love it when people don't realise Little Witch Academia is about animation. And I can just point out that in magic they revere the 9 old witches and talk fondly of the golden age of magic. They're really not subtle about it. Suddenly want to watch Little Witch Academia more.
Yeah. If you love it that people don't realise, why are you telling us?
Well, I'm glad I realised because now I want to watch it properly.
I guess it's people who have watched it that don't realise, rather than us who are just completely ignorant and just don't know anything.
Yeah, we watched episode 1.
It was good. We've also watched the pilot for it.
Yes, but I think everyone's seen the pilot, right?
I'm just trying to give ourselves more credit.
Huh?
I'm just trying to give ourselves more credit. We've both seen the pilot and the episode.
We have. We're very big fans.
We were watching it at someone's house, so it was like, okay, we've watched that, now let's watch another anime.
Yeah. Tiff says, because I get to tell them, I love recommending it. The OVA is not a pilot. Ugh. But the OVA is fantastic.
Okay. What is an OVA?
I don't know actually what it stands for. Does it stand for original video animation or something? But generally it's like the movie.
Right.
In this case, it's the short that you saw when they were trying to raise money for it.
Gotcha.
But that takes place when they're all already in school.
Yeah.
Whereas the series starts with her getting to school.
Yeah.
Ah, I see USB. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Have a good day, full of robots and adventure. You don't need to watch the OVAs to watch a series, Hardick, but the OVAs are fantastic, so I really recommend watching them.
Bye-bye.
Oh, smooches and apples! My two favourites.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yay.
I will value both. Both smooches and apples are welcome here.
Come here.
You gonna give me an apple?
Yes. There you go.
It was a good apple.
Thanks. Elaine is making a face. Did they steal all the apples from you, Elaine?
Not the only apple cart anymore. So I liked it when my piano was squatter. Like, it's cool that this piano is accurate to a piano. However, this is a cartoon. And I want his feet to look funny underneath it. Which means I may need to squash this piano. Squash that piano.
Squash that piano.
That's great. Tiff says that apples make people sleep. Switches wake them up. I've learned a lot from classical literature. Elaine, you're always special to us. Just realised I'm not something drawing down on Iron Slayer. Whoops.
Don't mix the layers, bro.
It's okay, I was just redrawing.
It's a bit of a walleye there.
Grand piano, playing every note that you can play.
Grand piano.
Special is good, Elaine. Special is great. I'm special.
You are special. Especially when you're being a special.
Elaine, are you now only working one job? And is it the job you want?
Yeah, how's that going?
Oh, well, good luck with the chat with your client.
Oh, cool. Speak of the devil.
Cheers! That's awesome. Have a good meeting. You know, it's great having projects that are pushing you and that are long term.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. But I do sometimes think that I miss out on some development I could be having if I was getting to draw for myself a bit more.
Yeah.
Like, I see a lot of people doing fan art of things like Detroit and new games that have come out, and I find myself like wishing I could join them.
Yeah.
In celebrating that stuff and drawing some fun things in different styles. But I never feel like I can because I always have so much work on that taking the time out to do a drawing for something that's not going to be pushing one of the projects forward feels like a waste of time.
I think if you're feeling like you want to be doing that, you shouldn't make time for it.
I shouldn't make time for it.
Should.
But the thing is, like, if I can make time for that, then I should be spending the time on one of the other projects that we have, getting more on that done. I just feel like sometimes the stuff I see people doing is really inspirational, even when it's very quick, because it's funny or it has heart, and it's nice to take part in those conversations when they're relevant.
Yeah.
About pieces of media that people are riffing on.
I think it's like you want to be part of that community aspect. It depends what you meant by like developing yourself. Like it sounds like you mean more like socially than artistically or technically.
I don't know if it's socially, to be honest. I think it's more just like it seems like there's a sense of freedom with it.
Yeah.
You've been able to just enjoy something and be like, I'm going to do some sketches of these characters now.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it, rather than watching something you enjoyed and being like, I can't do any sketches of the characters even though I want to.
Yeah.
Because I have to do this instead.
I think you need to clock off sometimes.
I don't think there's time right now for me to do that though. Like when I look at how much there is to do and how much I manage to get done every day, like I feel like I am falling behind a lot of the time.
Right.
And so taking 2 hours out to draw stuff that isn't relevant for the projects.
Take 15 minutes out every day for the same thing.
15 minutes doesn't get you very far.
Each day though.
Yeah, each day, but it doesn't get you very far in terms of art. Unless I want to work on the same piece for like a week. In which case, again, that becomes not freedom. It's like, well, do I start a new piece and not finish it?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I spend the entire week working on this one piece that I feel like I should at least finish because I started it?
Right, okay. I think you need to give yourself permission. Don't know, I might have ruined what was nice about this with these.
Ooh, Elaine's gonna buy the tickets to leave this week.
You know what? I don't like that as much. So let's just start again.
That's awesome, Elaine. I can't wait to see you there. I'm so used to being up to the wire with the projects. It's like if I'm up to the wire when I spend literally every minute working on them, then what if I'd spent, 18 hours over the last month doing other stuff? That's like a full day that I've lost. And maybe I would have got this project finished on time if I had that extra day.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe working on something else that you feel more free about would invigorate the other aspects of what you're working on.
But I mean, that's Grumps right now.
Yeah.
Which is fun. It's just like, Just being able to draw something because the feeling takes you, rather than having to plan out the fact that this is going to be my free time project. It's going to take me 2 months to do.
Yeah. Spur of the moment stuff. You feel restricted that you can't just be spurring.
Yeah, like I can't just be like, it's Sonic's birthday, so I'm going to draw a Sonic picture.
Yeah.
I don't know, does anyone else have this problem? Or is it just me who feels like I'm constantly battling time?
It's not, of course it's not just you.
I don't know, other people seem to be able to find the time.
Ask Claire how her portfolio is going.
Poor Claire though, Claire's got a full-time job that she's balancing outside of that.
I don't know, I think the feeling of wishing you could do more is pretty universal. And
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying if you want to do those sort of things, then build it in. Make time for them. Like they might enrich, your day to day.
I did record that thing that was something I took some hours out for.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't have.
You should have. That's the thing, India. Like, projects are projects, but your life is your life. And if you want to do something, do it. Not, oh, I shouldn't have done this because it takes time out of projects. You're not meant to be working every moment or second you're away.
Oh.
And you create something.
Nothing will get done. I'm not fast enough to be able to get everything done.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Michael!
Ultimately, it doesn't.
Michael, watch your mouth. Sorry, please carry on. I was just being funny.
Whether or not you hit these project deadlines ultimately doesn't matter if you're unhappy about it. So if like making those spur of the moment art pieces will make you happier, then it's worth it.
Doesn't matter. Matters a lot. And it's more than just me relying on these projects, And I'm passionate about these projects. I really am. It's not a case of not being passionate about the stuff. It's more just a case that I wish that I could be more spontaneous, I guess, and join in. There's no other way to move this piano and down than to move this piano and down. I'm gonna have to use the transform tool to do it. I know. Watch out. Here I go.
Tib says, geez, I wish I could finish that backflip animation, but every time I work on it, I feel like I barely get anything done, so I end up just not working on it, and then nothing gets done.
Oh, I know that feeling, Tibbs. It feels like I'm not making any progress on this sometimes, but you just gotta remember you are going forward bit by bit. You are making progress on it. It may not feel like I'm doing much, but it's gonna add up. And hopefully I'll have a finished animation by the end. I need some broken cellos now. Skull going awful these days. Says Aline. Oh no! Tim says I haven't got time for nothing. What am I, Hardick? I'm not Hardick. No one is.
The thing about Hardik is he's in a time zone that's slightly ahead of us, so by the time we were like just kind of groggy and waking up, he's like, I did this, and you're like, what? But then he goes to bed earlier than everyone else.
He's very fast, though, just in general. Eileen's gonna eat some chocolate. Do it, Eileen. I did that this morning. I was like, breakfast, chocolate. Yeah, it's frustrating to have those projects which are slow burns where you don't feel like you're making any progress at all. It's really frustrating. It's nice to know that that happens to other people as well, because I feel like I'm very, very slow.
I think that Hardik's transition to be a third person here. He's like, yeah, and Hardik doesn't have to worry about paying bills, going out, making food, etc., like many others. So he's got all the time, okay?
Oh. I don't want to worry about bills.
I don't like them.
I don't wanna. Bills are stupid.
I like that you were
Just
like.
let me live.
I like that you were like with Declan. Hey, we'll get the rent to you. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get you details tomorrow. I'm like, cool. That was 2 days ago.
We should remind him. Pay him the money while we have the money to pay him. Look, all these broken cellos that I've googled. You can't see them, but I'm looking at a lot of broken cellos.
Look at all of this splendor. You can't see it though.
Can't see it, but rest assured that I'm looking at broken cellos right now. Cello!
Don't cello.
Oh, Roxanne. Just last night I was supposed to get back on live drawing, but while drawing I was thinking a lot about instead about how I was drawing this and that wrong. So I ended up just crying myself to sleep. Roxanne, no! Don't worry, it's difficult for everyone. Like, it's hard to know what you're doing right, and sometimes all you can see is what you're doing wrong. But we all think you're amazing. You can totally do it. It's just drawing is hard. We chose like one of the hardest things to do ever, which is to draw stuff. Like, I wish that drawing was like a formula where you could just guarantee yourself success every time. Sometimes you just have days where things don't come out right, and it's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah.
Keep trying though. Don't give up. And don't give up on yourself, because you're amazing. Even attempting to do something as difficult as drawing. Okay. I'm going to draw over these and make them into cellos. Cello pieces.
How does has anyone tried mixing watercolors with salt? I was just imagining like you collected the tears from the bad experience of drawing, and then you use the tears as the base for your watercolors. Whether that would be like mix badly, like the salt and the paint.
I think that's something you should definitely do if you ever have a crush on someone. Just be like, I painted this with my tears.
Buffy.
Roxanne says I just want to have fun while drawing again, instead of overthinking things, you know? Yeah, I totally get that. Eileen has the good point that failing is growing. It's true. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Are you like deadpan saying song lyrics over there?
No.
No. Your smile suggests otherwise.
No.
Know what you're doing. Buffy. Hello. Oh, hello. How are you?
There's gonna be a 2020 Violet Evergarden movie.
Wow.
Cool. Also, there's gonna be a Black Sad game.
Hello, kitty. Hello. 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 Aww. I love you too.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with my strengths. I'm gonna draw Aaron. Screw these cellos. I'll deal with the cellos later. The important thing is Aaron. So I'm gonna draw him.
What's this? What's this? Look it. What's this? What's this? Oh. No? Oh. The goddess has arrived. Are you just sitting on the rug over there? You can't really see her. She's like beyond the.
She's beyond the boundaries.
Well, like she's like just peeking her head over the bar of your chair.
Peek out your head.
I guess I could move this further out. There we go. Kitty.
The most important thing, the easiest thing for me to draw. Peoples, not props. Peoples. See, this is my weakness. I cannot draw. But as well as still having a long way to go, the things that I generally can draw better than others, props and backgrounds are a massive weakness. Ah, Hardik, send us all some Danny expressions. I think that's something we could all use right now. It sounds like we're all feeling a little bit low.
He's such the embodiment of joy. Not really, but he's so wholesome.
He's very wholesome. He's very pure. Tips can draw props. Pupil the struggle. We should combine Tibbs. Just like a Katamari ball. Keep accumulating artists of different strengths.
What they can draw on the page when the sphere turns around.
Hit up a start studio.
That really is what studios are. They're just big Katamari Damacy balls of artistic talent and skill.
Yeah, they're like, we need people who are good at this, good at that, and good at this, and no one is good at all of those, so...
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
You draw me some broken cellos.
Here you go. I'm an impressionist though, so... There you go.
Make a good impression. Oh dear. I see. I see.
Aline wants to outsource her study, hire everyone to spend her days in bed. There was a mistake when I was born poor.
The cosmos made an error.
No, you don't understand. I was supposed to be rich. What do you mean I have to earn it? No.
One good thing about being an android could be like, hey, India B, go out there, study this, learn this,
and bring back the
bring
knowledge.
back the memory chip,
And then I will absorb
and I will
you.
install it and become the ultimate version.
It's pretty much what Naruto does with his clones.
It's actually very appealing to me.
Is that because the knowledge is sort of still like practically learned, rather than it being like hit the download button from some sort of anonymous source?
Oh, if they hit the download button, that's fine too.
I know, but like if you have a clone and they have to go out and do the actual practice, then it's more like an alternate timeline India than like a completely external source.
I don't know. Is it though if they're bringing me back with stuff?
What if you could do alternate timeline absorption like in that film, The One?
Is that the name of the film?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that film.
You've not seen The One?
No. So that's something I'd like.
It's got Jet Li in it.
Oh, I definitely like it. Jet Li's awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
I was going to tell you more of the plot, but I didn't want to spoil it for you, okay?
Okay. I think that's what a crap movie. I'm assuming she's not talking about The One though.
She might be, I don't know. Not that bad.
Your best start for leaving in Disney Adventures. You're in one!
You forgot Miss Turner, but I'll forgive you.
But I wasn't talking to Miss Turner.
You forgot Miss Swift, Fwab.
Eileen Fwa. Fwa.
You should just rename or brand yourself Eileen Fwar. Four. Yeah, four, not Fwar. Sorry.
Look how long his arms become.
No.
Talent. Talent for having long arms.
Wait, Eileen hasn't told us what movie she's talking about. It probably was The One. Stop. Okay, sorry.
Never. Now I have to resolve the fact that I gave him legs that were far too small for him. Like I have to take responsibility for what I drew.
You can, but I don't think the other person would appreciate it. If you were just like, hey, thanks, bye for the name.
Maybe they will, though. Maybe they will appreciate it. But they'll be able to go around going, I'm married!
Because it's such a badge of honor these days.
I'm married! Hello, Baker! I'm married this morning. Hello, Bookman! I'm married this morning. Hello, people! I'm married this morning! And it's a new day! Starts marching. Everyone starts marching behind him because they all know the steps. All the world seems brighter now that I have a wife. Her name is Eileen Fwa.
But not anymore, because I changed it to Diggory.
It has to be something which rhymes with bright. But now I've changed it to right.
Why?
I mean right.
You can marry people for lots of reasons. Power, names, companionship, not love, never love.
Only androids. I married her for her androids.
You could marry someone for power and their name.
Yes.
L.
L Power.
Marry for power.
And for the name.
Power. Eileen Power.
It's pretty good. Eileen Swift is cooler, though.
Sure.
Just saying.
Sure.
Eileen, that if you have to choose, then I'm not married.
Oh, look, your surname's not so bad.
No, I don't see why you're embarrassed about your surname at all.
No, sounds bad.
How do I do a dropping bottoms? I've forgotten. Aline Trainer works. Do you know anyone called Trainer? You're gonna have to find someone called Trainer.
I think Tibbs is his surname. I don't know anymore.
Okay. Nothing goes with Aline. I don't know, I think we could find something. How about Aline Smith? Aline Jenkinson? Aline Doherty? Aline Schmidt?
Aline what works?
Aline.
Aline.
Aline Mavistown? Aline Hammond?
Hammock.
Aline Traviston? Maybe not. Tib Trainer. Train yo Tib. Aline Johnson. It's pretty good. I prefer Aline Floir.
What about In Time?
Aline in Time.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Are you trying to make a pun? It's just not working.
Yeah.
Aline Stevenson. Aline Hush now. Aline the Conqueror. That's the best. Need to find someone called the Conqueror.
That bloodline might have died out.
You know, can you just get your name changed legally anyway?
Yeah, I think so.
Without even needing to marry? You could just cut out the middleman.
Or woman.
And then you get to choose what you want anyway.
Banana hammock.
Aline Pizza. It's pretty good. I like that. Oh my gosh, Roxanne's gonna go give her puppers a bath. That's adorable.
Aww.
Say hello to your puppers from us, give him lots of pets. Him or her.
Buffy lay down.
She did. You could always just unofficially change your name and you just get people to stop calling you something different. Marrying is easier than paperwork.
There's paperwork involved in marriage.
Well, the other person can do it though. The amount that I personally would have to do is less.
Let's see.
He's got such hamster legs.
Is this simple and clean? No, but it is a Kingdom Hearts. Gotcha.
You need to find someone like Mike who will put up with you and be kind and nice to you, but also help you out with all the projects that you take on that you don't have time to do.
That's me.
Where you say yes to too many things and then they bail you out.
What do you reckon? I've added like whites up to the top, but do you like it dark or light?
I like the light.
You like the light.
Just because it's like she's clutching something. It's like she's clutching a ball of light or something.
Okay.
Mike and I never use the word party. That's our slogan, is never say party.
We're a non-party conformist party.
Now, have I completely lost the pose and essence? No, I haven't, I don't think. There are a few things I could change, like I might drop this shoulder.
I'm using Photoshop, yeah, a brain.
A brain! My restream was a little bit behind, so it takes me a little bit to see it. But hello, a brain, welcome! I'm using Toon Boom Harmony. You don't think Arlene Farr sounds very elegant?
Arlene Farr. Or Arlene Foire.
Arlene Farr.
I think it sounds way elegant.
Yeah, if there's one word I could use to describe it, elegant might be it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's different though if you're French, because maybe it either means something or we're pronouncing it wrong. Like, if it's Arlene Fouard, then I guess I understand.
I think it's what? I don't know.
We're very good.
We're very good.
I want to bend him over more. Don't take that out of context.
But you meant it in the context that it would be received, right?
Push his head forward. Maybe back a little bit. I think his grin needs to be a bit wider, to be honest.
There is a verb in French that is pronounced pretty much like Avine's name, and it means to mess up.
Oh! Oh no!
But
that's pretty funny.
That is good. Ah, I forgot to drink my chilled water, and now it's less chilled.
There we go. That'll do.
What is Brazil?
This is an epic family background. Hey Kieran! How are you doing?
My surname is a derivative of dog in Scots. So, woof.
Woof woof. My surname is kind of just what it is.
Here you go. According to the top Google image search surname, surnamedb.com. Last name, Swift. This most interesting surname is of Anglo-Saxon origin and originated as a nickname for someone who was a swift, fast runner from the Old English pre-7th century word swift, fleet. It is a rather unique name as it has retained its original spelling for over 1,000 years.
What it's saying is that I'm descended from Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm literally, my surname means fast runner. Ooh, Karen has a fire under me this morning for epic side hustle. Yes.
Let's see what the pronunciation is.
Hardik, if it makes you feel any better, then the people who you introduce yourself to don't know how to pronounce your name either, so whatever you say is right.
Yeah.
As long as you say it with confidence, it's right.
I'm the same a little bit with Doig. Like, I've gotten used to saying it over and over and over now in the last year. I used to be like,
People never know how to pronounce it.
I think there are some variations where it is Doig.
Just Doig. Lucas, apparently, for Kieran, means from Lucania. Fair enough. Yeah, you can do that day job. You smack that day job out of the way.
I like that there's a YouTube video that says how to pronounce Lexa Doig. Let's see how they say it.
Isn't Lexa Doig different though?
No.
Oh, I see. It's someone's first name and their last name.
Yeah, it's an actress.
Gotcha.
Doig? Yeah. Yeah. See, the Americanized version of it is like Doig. Doig. Doig.
Hey, Craze Nation. Hardik, just be yourself. You don't need some crazy posh way of saying your surname. In fact, it's kind of endearing to be like, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's weird. It's kind of endearing like that.
Yeah.
Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that.
I quite like this on a t-shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah. Might not print that well. To be fair. Might be better.
Oh, well, we appreciate the thought, Creatomations. Sorry that we don't have bits activated or anything. Ooh, you're definitely taking for pen names so we can spell your name easier. Do you have any ideas? Oh, Hardik, it doesn't matter what the name is if the person underneath is amazing. Like, I could be called Ethel Longbottom. And hopefully you guys will still be friends with me.
No, we're all just friends with you because of your name.
I knew it! Thank you for the look, Creatomations.
Yeah, thank you.
Tib, I really like Tibbs as a name. That's cool. Oh no, Lindsay Bush froze.
No.
No.
I'm just pushing and pulling too many polys of them.
Push them polys. I always thought Polly was a nice name.
Polly.
Yeah.
Polly. Yeah, it's cool.
Did his head too big again. It's my curse, guys. It's my burden to bear.
Bear. Ah.
Ah. Polygon. Ha! That's great. That would make a great dragon name.
I guess color dodge doesn't really affect areas that are super black. When I turn that off. Nope, swinging the right. Good to know. Okay.
Well, we should wrap up the stream soon because it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we've actually been going since like 7:09, so it's pretty good. We're more on time. A female pseudonym. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Careful that doesn't backfire on you though. I remember the case of that person who was like, they had a pseudonym of a certain, like, I mean this is slightly different. They had a pseudonym of a certain ethnicity, I think. And people hired them thinking that they were helping the underrepresented group.
Oh yeah.
Only to find that person wasn't actually a member of the underrepresented group.
Yeah, wasn't that Japanese? Someone pretending to be Japanese.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read the full story, but it was something like that. CB Cebulski. Hey, that's pretty catchy. Morning, Briny. He runs Marvel now. Wow. He runs it. Jeez. Yes, Tibbs, I think I would be someone who would avoid female names in their work. That's why I like going by Old Swifty rather than Indie Swift. It just means that if people don't know, then they can't, like, treat me like a woman. They have to treat me like a person.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
My gender isn't an issue that people ever have to like wonder about or confront. So
You're standing with your
Hello.
foot right in front of the camera.
Hi sweetie.
Oops.
Right, yes, we should head off ski.
These damn shoes. They're in the way.
Sorry about my shoes. Yeah, I thought Emleth was female when they first came onto Discord. I think just because their avatar was like a cool anime babe.
That really shouldn't be an indication of someone being a female. Though.
I know, it's silly. I'm silly.
Are you just licking yourself right in front of the camera? But you're not really in such
Oh,
a
I
weird
wish
way.
that you could see that. That'd be amazing.
No. What's this? Oh.
Oh, Karen, I don't think you offended anyone.
I was like, Emleth isn't a woman?
Wow. We are extremely difficult to offend, like.
He gets a few creeps hitting on him every now and then, teehee.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I might prefer this just as being black and white. Or maybe like less yellow. I don't know. The blue might work down there.
At least I got a propose of Danny in. Okay. That's looking awesome, Mike.
Thanks. I
But
want to
we
get more of her feet in.
we should head off ski. You're gonna put her feet in.
Oh, well, yeah, obscured a little bit, but yeah, I should paint her feet.
You're not gonna crimp it and just obscure the feet completely.
I might do that as well. That's partially why she's bathed in a pool of light down there. Cool. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us this morning and joining us this morning. Kind of smoosh those words together there.
Yes.
And we'll catch you tomorrow if you want to.
I don't think my thing is ever going to play through smoothly. So I guess I'll just have to show you guys tomorrow when it stops stuttering.
Let's see, Jules. There you go. Giving you the platform.
I'm sorry, it doesn't play through properly.
Oh.
It keeps stopping and starting.
Okay.
Have a great day at work, everyone! Best of luck with all your projects. We'll catch you later. Have an awesome day.
And may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure.
Bye-bye!
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Adventure.
Bye.
Dad really likes that I'm doing music right now. But he's kind of disappointed that I'm not good at it because he spent his whole life writing music and I've only spent a couple My dad really likes that I'm doing